So, welcome on board the Kraken of Inverness. I am a sailing octopod, and a bit of an experiment. I'm going to try doing a 360-degree video of me trying to cook, and we're going to do my take on Bolognese, which is nothing like Bolognese. So I'm going to start off not with mushrooms. Let's start off with an onion. I'm going to chop on. I've got a red onion. Only reason for that is that's what I've got. I haven't got any white onions, so I'm using red onion. And I'm just going to slice him up. And if all going well, this is uploaded as a 360-degree video. Feel free to put your fingers on your touch screen if it's a touch screen, or use your mouse if you're using a computer to move around the screen, and you can see all the way around. I'm going to chuck those onions in there, and I should have a little bit of olive oil. That's going in there. And I'm just going to start that up. Peel a little bit of garlic. It's always the fiddliest part, I think. I think 3 little cloves will do. I have got work tomorrow, and I don't want to upset everybody. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Just chuck that garlic in there. Now I have an aubergine. I'm only going to use half of it. I'm going to stick that in because it takes a bit of frying as aubergine. Oh, I think my knife needs sharpening. It's just part of it. And I'm going to put in pepper next, I think. Again, I'm only going to use half the pepper. Half a courgette. Oops. Let's stir around. And I've got some mushrooms. I think I'll have another mushroom. I'm rather partial to mushrooms. There we go. They'll go in a bit, but first of all I just want this lot to cook down. So we're going to have a short break. I'll see you in a bit. So I'm going to add my mushrooms now. The onions are starting to caramelise nicely. I think there's another word for burnt, to be honest. That's doing nicely. So I've got my mushrooms in. The next thing I'm going to do is to add some mince. Now this is pork mince. Pork mince in a bolognese. Why not? And I'm only going to use a little bit of this. He says I'm feeling hungry, so I might add a bit more. I think this is going to make a meal for tonight and then a meal for another night. So this seems to be the only way I can cook. So that means going back in the fridge. And I'm going to keep moving that about till the pork is cooked, and we'll come back again in a minute. It's starting to get a bit windy on the boat. Not me, you understand, outside. My pork mince is cooked through, and as you can see the vegetables have reduced in size quite a bit because they've been in the frying pan for a while. And these are just cheap old plum tomatoes. I'm just going to add in half a tin to start with. Smash them up a little bit, stir it in. And then I'm going to add a bay leaf, a little bit of dried basil, some pepper, I do like pepper. We're going to add in a little bit of paprika as well. You can say about half to 3/4 of a teaspoon in there. And if I can find it, no, it's in here somewhere. Show it itself, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. Some chili flakes. These are quite strong, I find. These chili flakes. These are Tesco's crushed chilies. So I'm only going to add about half a teaspoon, if that, in there, just to give it a bit of bite. We're going to stir it round. And I'm going to add in the rest of that tomatoes. and we'll just let that cook away for a bit. Turn the heat down a little bit. There we go. So we're back. I'm going to now add some olives. As you can see, I like olives. So they sit there. Just going to chop them a little bit, not much. Chuck them in. Something I haven't had for a while, and I absolutely love them. Capers. So I'm going to put a couple of teaspoons of them in. So I'll just give it a bit of a mix round. There we go. Just lets everybody introduce each other to themselves, or each other. I know what I mean. And that is pretty much it, apart from I've got some basil up here, which is, it's a bit tired. It's like me. But we'll sprinkle that in. I think we'll add a little bit more. So we'll mix it in and then just leave that on a really low heat now. But it's time to put this fella on, because I don't want it to lose any more liquid really. I'll turn it right down as low as I can get it. So there we are our penultimate stage now. I'm going to turn the heat off. Take that off. I'm going to put half of this onto a plate, and the other half will go into a container. I'll let it cool down, and then it'll just go into the fridge, and it'll keep in the fridge for 2 or 3 days. So there we are, about half of it there. I think, is that about half? What do you think? I think that's about half. Yeah. So join me for the final stage. Yeah, nearly final stage. The really penultimate stage is coming up. So there we go. There we go. There we go. In my plate I have my pork mince bolognese. I'm sorry people if you're upset. It is a little bit more watery than I would usually have it, but I have not got any. I would have added a little bit of tomato puree, but I haven't got any at the moment, so never mind. So prepare yourselves to be really upset, especially if you're Italian. I do apologise. I'm going to add, I've wiped my pan out, I'm going to add a bit of olive oil. And over here I have not pasta, not spaghetti, but Chinese egg noodles. And they are going to go in my pan. I can hear you all groaning now. They're going in there. And the rest of them go back in the fridge. And I'm just going to cook these until they just start to catch on the bottom of the pan. And once they've done that, they're going to go in there. So I promise you, join me for the final. No, I'm going to have to edit that out. So I promise you, coming up, the final episode. And do you know what? I'm going to just put in a little bit of basil into here, into my egg noodles. And they're just starting to catch now. I don't want a complete hash of it, so that is going in the plate. This is a big portion, but I haven't eaten today, so that's my excuse. Not a very good one, I know, but there you go. And then I shall partially redeem myself as far as the Italian contingent is concerned. Scusi. Some grated parmesan. No, too much you say. I like parmesan, so it's going on. Okay. And there's a little bit left there for another day. Bit of pepper. So now what? Not going to eat it yet. This is going to go in the microwave for a couple of minutes, then it'll be ready to eat. So it's been in the microwave for a couple of minutes just to heat everything up, and now, I've already done a bit of this already, sorry. Do a bit of that, hey, and that's it. That's my pork mince bolognese with Chinese egg noodles. So Oh, you got to eat what you can get, you know. So, buon appetito, buonasera.